If your LG washer is showing a dHE error, don't order a new heater yet. In many cases, the heater isn't the real problem. First, we will turn off the machine and disconnect the power supply. Now, we will open this cover. I have already loosened it. Pull it slightly toward the backside, and as you can see, the cover will come out easily. When the dHE error appears, it means the issue is related to the machine's upper heating mechanism. The entire electrical and electronic system involved in heating is interdependent. Any one faulty component in the system can cause this problem. Now, if we look at this motor, it operates on 24 volts DC, and this is a BLDC motor. If, for any reason, its connector is loose, disconnected, or if the wiring is damaged, the problem can occur. As you can see, it has 3 wires, black, white, and yellow. If any of these wires are cut or not properly connected, the fan motor will not circulate air properly, and that can also cause this issue. What this does is, it sucks air from the bottom and then pushes it out on this side. Because of that, the air goes inside and dries the clothes in the drum. So make sure to check its connector carefully. If there is any issue with the connector or wiring, this problem can occur. The next possible issue could be with the heating element itself. If there is a fault in the heating element, it may not operate at all. There can be 3 to 4 different reasons why it is not working. The first reason could be the bimetal fuse installed here. As you can see, this gray wire is connected to the thermostat, and this thermostat is rated at 250 volts and 16 amperes. So, the neutral line first goes into the thermostat. From the thermostat, it passes to the bimetal fuse, and after that, it goes to the heating element. If there is any issue in the thermostat, or in the bimetal fuse during this path, the heating element will not operate. In that case, the machine will still display the dHE error. And if the heating element itself is faulty, this issue can also occur. So now we will test all these components. I will disconnect all the wire connections first. If we don't separate the wires, there's a chance that we won't get a proper and accurate reading. Now, first of all, I will check the heating element. For that, I will set the multimeter to ohms mode. Now I will place both probes on the heating element terminals. As you can see, it is giving a reading of 33.3 ohms, which means the heating element is perfectly fine. Besides this, there is one more very important test. What often happens is that when the heating element is cold, it does not show any issue. But when it heats up, that's when the problem can appear. So for that, a body insulation test is very important. As you can see, I placed one probe here on the terminal, and the other probe on the metal body of the heating element. There should be no resistance reading between them. If the resistance is very high, around 9 mega ohms or more, sometimes it may still operate, but in that condition, the common complaint is that it repeatedly trips the main breaker. In that case, what usually happens is that when the element is cold, it shows normal readings, but once it heats up, the problem starts. So in this kind of situation, it is better to replace the heating element. And during testing, if it shows no continuity to the body at all, meaning no resistance reading, that is the best and safest condition for the element. Next, we will check the thermostat. For that, we will set the multimeter to continuity mode. Now I will place one probe on one terminal and the other probe on the second terminal. In normal condition, it should beep. If it does not beep, that means the internal contacts are disconnected or open. In that case, the thermostat needs to be replaced. Next comes the bimetal thermal fuse. The method to check it is the same. I will place one probe on one side and the other probe on the second terminal. As you can hear, it is giving a beep sound, which means the thermal fuse is perfectly fine and there is no issue with it. For example, if we have checked all these points and the system is still not working, then the next possibility could be the main power supply. We need to check whether the main electricity is reaching this point or not. For that, first I will turn the machine on. Now the machine is switched on. I have now set the system to dry mode. For this test, we will set the multimeter to AC voltage mode. After switching it to AC mode, we will perform the test. As you can hear, the fan has started. I can clearly hear its sound. After a short while, the heating element should also turn on. Now I will check whether it has turned on or not. Now, I will check how much voltage is coming to the heating element. At the moment, there is no voltage present here. That means the system has not yet supplied power to the heating element. If we touch it carefully, we can also feel that the heating element is still not warm, so we need to wait for a short while. Once the system activates the heating element, we will be able to understand the situation clearly. Just now, it drained the water once. The motor stopped, and now the function has stopped again. Let me check once more. It's possible that the heating element has turned on again. But as you can see, there is still no voltage present here. Now you can see the voltage has arrived. Around 221 volts AC is now present here. That means the heating element will start working. If for any reason this voltage does not come to the heating element, the machine will display the dHE error. In that case, the possible cause could be a fault in the PCB. Now let me show you on the PCB. This relay installed here is responsible for turning on the heating element. If this heating element relay becomes faulty, it will not allow electricity to pass through. Because of that, the heating element will not operate, and the problem can occur. So make sure to check this relay carefully. It's possible that by fixing or replacing this relay, the issue may be resolved. Now when I touch this area, it has become quite hot. So I will check the temperature here. As you can see, it is showing around 80 to 88 degrees here. A little further ahead, it is around 60 degrees. Now as I check at the back side, it shows 75 degrees, then 58 degrees. Near the motor, it is showing 19 degrees, which means the motor is completely cool and there is no issue with it. Meanwhile, near the heating element, the temperature has gone up to 90 to 95 degrees, even reaching 98 to 100 degrees. So it is getting quite hot. Now here is a bonus tip for you. As you can see, the heating element and fan are currently working and the dry system is operating. But whenever you stop the dry system, once it stops, you should not disconnect the power supply immediately, because what happens is the heating element becomes very hot. If you disconnect the power supply immediately, it can sometimes cause damage to the heating element or related components. So what you should do is let the machine continue running until it stops automatically. Allow it to complete its cooling cycle. Once it shuts down automatically, then you can safely disconnect the power supply.
Click on the left or right thumbnail to watch our next videos and subscribe. Thank you.